Genetic algorithms. Crossover and mutation. Genetic algorithms are optimization techniques inspired by biological evolution principles, using mechanisms such as selection, crossover, and mutation to evolve solutions over generations. The power of genetic algorithms lies in their ability to explore complex solution spaces efficiently through stochastic processes, making them particularly useful in fields ranging from machine learning to engineering design. The evolutionary process at the core of every genetic algorithm is an iterative process modeled after natural selection. This cycle consists of 4 primary stages that work together to find optimal or near-optimal solutions to problems. The first stage involves creating an initial population of potential solutions, often randomly. Genetic algorithms. Crossover and mutation. Genetic algorithms are optimization techniques inspired by biological evolution principles, using mechanisms such as selection, crossover, and mutation to evolve solutions over generations. The power of genetic algorithms lies in their ability to explore complex solution spaces efficiently through stochastic processes, making them particularly useful in fields ranging from machine learning to engineering design. The evolutionary process at the core of every genetic algorithm is an iterative process modeled after natural selection. This cycle consists of 4 primary stages that work together to find optimal or near-optimal solutions to problems. The first stage involves creating an initial population of potential solutions, often randomly generated within the problem's domain constraints. These individuals represent different possible approaches to solving the given challenge. The second step applies a fitness function to evaluate how well each candidate solution performs against predefined objectives or criteria. This evaluation determines which candidates will be selected for reproduction. In the third phase, selected individuals undergo crossover operations where parts of their genetic material combine to create new offspring solutions. This recombination introduces diversity while preserving promising traits from parent solutions. The final stage introduces mutations, random alterations to some genes in the offspring population, which maintain genetic variability and prevent premature convergence toward local optima. Crossover mechanisms. Explained. Crossover is the fundamental mechanism responsible for exploring new regions of the search space by combining characteristics from 2 parent chromosomes. This operator mimics biological reproduction where genetic information from both parents contributes to forming viable offspring with potentially superior traits. There exist several types of crossover strategies, including single-point, multi-point, uniform, and arithmetic crossovers, each suited for particular kinds of optimization problems. Selecting the appropriate crossover method depends largely on the nature of the problem being solved and its representation scheme. Single-point crossover. A random position along the chromosome is chosen as the crossover point. One parent contributes all genetic material before this point, while the other provides data afterward. Multi-point crossover. Multiple points divide the chromosome into segments that alternate between parents' contributions, increasing variation levels compared to single-point methods. Uniform crossover. Each gene has an independent probability of coming from either parent, leading to highly variable offspring distributions. Arithmetic crossover. Offspring values result from mathematical combinations, e.g., averaging, rather than direct copying of bits or symbols. Mutation operators and their impact. Mutation plays a critical role in maintaining diversity within populations and preventing premature convergence towards suboptimal solutions. By introducing small random changes to individual genes across generations, mutation ensures continued exploration even when current best-performing individuals dominate selection pressures. Although seemingly minor, these perturbations can lead to significant improvements in certain contexts by uncovering previously unexplored paths toward global optimums. Common mutation operators include bit flip, swap, inversion, and Gaussian mutations depending upon whether we're working with binary strings, permutations, real-valued parameters, etc. Bit flip mutation changes a single bit value in binary representations, typically used in problems involving yes/no decisions or binary encoded variables. Swap mutation exchanges positions of 2 elements within a permutation string, commonly applied in scheduling and routing problems. Inversion mutation reverses order of elements within a defined segment, helps preserve relative relationships among group members. Gaussian mutation applies normally distributed random variations to continuous variables, widely employed in parameter tuning applications. Tuning parameters for optimal performance. Successful implementation of genetic algorithms requires careful calibration of various control parameters that influence convergence speed and quality of results. Three key factors determine overall effectiveness: population size, crossover rate, and mutation rate, all interacting dynamically during execution phases. Larger populations tend to better capture diverse solution landscapes but require greater computational resources due to increased processing demands at each iteration. Choosing an optimal balance between exploration, via high mutation rates, versus exploitation, through effective crossover operations, remains crucial for achieving desired outcomes without excessive runtime costs. Adaptive adjustment schemes allow these parameters to change based upon observed performance metrics like stagnation periods or loss of diversity indicators. Monitoring convergence trends enables early detection of plateaus where further progress becomes unlikely unless modifications occur to either operator intensities or representation formats themselves. Evaluation metrics and fitness functions. Fitness functions serve as quantitative measures guiding evolutionary direction by assigning scores reflecting solution quality according to specified goals. A well-designed objective function must align closely with actual application needs while remaining computationally feasible for repeated evaluations throughout numerous iterations. Complex multi-objective scenarios necessitate specialized handling techniques such as weighted sums or Pareto front analyses to manage conflicting priorities effectively. Normalization procedures become essential whenever disparate scales exist amongst component aspects contributing to total assessment values. Penalty-based formulations prove helpful in constraint satisfaction situations requiring explicit enforcement rules alongside primary optimization targets. Applications across industries. Genetic algorithms have demonstrated remarkable versatility across diverse domains thanks primarily to their robustness against local minima traps common in traditional gradient descent methods. Engineering disciplines frequently leverage these tools for tasks like structural design optimization, mechanical system synthesis, and aerodynamic shape refinement projects. In computer science realms, GA techniques excel at feature selection, neural network architecture searches, and automated software testing frameworks development efforts. Business analytics professionals utilize GAs extensively for portfolio management optimizations, supply chain logistics enhancement initiatives, and market segmentation strategy formulation endeavors. Healthcare researchers apply similar methodologies toward personalized treatment recommendation systems and drug discovery acceleration programs. Environmental scientists benefit significantly from GA-driven models assisting climate prediction accuracy improvement and ecological conservation plan creation activities. Challenges and limitations. Despite their widespread adoption, genetic algorithms face inherent challenges related mainly to computational complexity and scalability issues. The exponential growth characteristic associated with combinatorial explosion phenomena makes exhaustive enumeration impractical beyond modest input sizes. High-dimensional state spaces present additional difficulties regarding efficient sampling coverage necessary for discovering globally optimal configurations reliably. Interpretability concerns arise when dealing with black box functions whose internal workings remain opaque despite successful output generation capabilities. Convergence guarantees cannot always be provided since GA behavior relies heavily upon probabilistic transitions governed by heuristically determined settings rather than deterministic logic pathways. Local optima entrapment risks persist unless sufficient diversity maintenance measures accompany ongoing evolutionary progression steps consistently throughout entire run durations. Emerging trends and future directions. Ongoing research continues to refine existing implementations while exploring novel hybridization possibilities integrating complementary metaheuristic approaches. Parallel computing architectures now enable simultaneous execution of multiple GA instances working collaboratively toward shared optimization targets more rapidly than sequential counterparts ever could achieve alone. Machine learning integration promises exciting advancements through adaptive parameter setting mechanisms informed directly by historical performance patterns captured automatically during past runs. Distributed computation platforms facilitate cloud-based GA executions capable of scaling horizontally according to demand fluctuations experienced across varying timeframes. Quantum-inspired variants suggest intriguing alternatives leveraging superposition properties, theoretically allowing simultaneous examination of vast configuration sets simultaneously. Hybrid models incorporating swarm intelligence components offer enhanced exploratory capacities suitable for tackling increasingly complex non-linearly constrained environments encountered regularly nowadays. Self-adaptive GA frameworks under development aim to reduce manual intervention requirements by autonomously adjusting critical operational parameters responsive to dynamic environmental conditions faced continuously. Conclusion: genetic algorithms provide powerful yet flexible means for addressing intricate optimization problems prevalent throughout modern technological landscape. Through intelligent combination of selection, crossover, and mutation processes guided appropriately via carefully constructed fitness landscapes, practitioners gain access to sophisticated decision-making support systems adaptable enough to handle multifaceted real-world dilemmas effectively. Continual innovation surrounding these foundational concepts ensures sustained relevance across emerging scientific frontiers demanding advanced analytical capabilities not easily attainable through conventional deterministic approaches alone.